That's what you're not here for. The whole airplane thing. If you're not going to Columbus, Ohio, then you're on the wrong plane. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out, spending a few minutes in the thing. Fortunately, it's not too windy, and fortunately, it's not too rainy. The guys that set up the tent actually did it in the 60-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. And they did it successfully. As you can see, it's still here. So appreciate everybody coming out. I want to thank first the village of Johnstown for letting us move in here. I appreciate the hospitality, appreciate letting us come in. It's been great. I grew up in New Albany, the old New Albany, not the new New Albany. And so Johnstown's very familiar to me, this environment. It was important to me to move to Johnstown, stay in Johnstown, and support the local community. We've got 5 kids, and they're all going to or are currently going to Johnstown schools. So it was important for me to support the community. Building a new building is a more expensive option, but I felt like it was the right thing to do, and it's kind of my contribution back. So I appreciate the village of Johnstown and everybody else's support for coming out here today. So appreciate it. Logistically, we've got a couple of things we're going to do. Senator Jay Hottinger is going to speak for us, and then we've got a couple of folks in the Johnstown village that are going to speak for us as well. So if you would like to say a few words, please. Thank you.
I'll be brief, but there are a couple of important things that I want to say. And first of all, Andy, let me congratulate you and thank you for your investment here. You know, when you see tents like this, and here shortly we're going to go over to the shovels, you know, what those symbolize are jobs. And right now, as I understand it, you have 15 employees, and you're met your sales director over here, and he tells me there's big plans and hopes that those may that employment number may double, and I know you have future plans for expansions here already online, and so those are 15 families right now that are already positively impacted, by the creation of a job. And sometimes this is lost on local communities, and I always like these opportunities to remind people of the fact that businesses can locate literally anywhere. And Andy and his family had the options, and sometimes the options were maybe even made easier to have gone somewhere else. And so today, I think, is a couple of things we want to do. Of course, it's a day of congratulations and a day of celebration, because we need more days like this in Johnstown and more days like this, don't we, Mayor and City Manager? We need more days like this here in Johnstown and in Lee County. But I think it also serves as a cautionary or a cause to action for the community as well. And I think when you listen to Andy, you'll hear that one of the concerns here has been that Andy has shared with me is that when he wanted to locate here because he's lived here for several years, his family's here, and when he initially was looking to come here to Johnstown, I think that the top priority would have been is to move into a vacant building, a vacant manufacturing type of facility. That wasn't an option. It wasn't an option. It wasn't an option to purchase. Wasn't an option to rent. Wasn't an option to lease. And then the next option was to say, well, let's look at buildings that can be retrofitted for manufacturing. And guess what, guys? None of the buildings in the area fit those qualifications either. And so he chose the most expensive of all the options, and that is breaking ground, building a brand new facility. And while that's exciting, and it's fortunate that he has those local connections, because he wanted to have, as he said in his opening comments, to have those contributions made right back here to the local community. But guess what? There are a lot of other manufacturers, there are a lot of other employers, there are a lot of other organizations, businesses that are looking to build, looking to expand, looking to locate or relocate. But guess what? They don't have that local connection. And so I guess so while we're celebrating today, and while we are celebrating the success of today, I think it also poses as a challenge to Licking County, Dan, and to the village officials here from Johnstown, as well as me at the state, to make certain that we're making Johnstown ready and available for the next person and the next entity that's looking to locate here. And so when we go out here and we have our hands around these shovels and we're digging in, I want you to think about the fact that that represents jobs. And Andy could have taken this business literally any place, and some places probably made it more attractive for him to be able to come. And so he overcame, the company overcame some hurdles working with the village, and I guess it's our task and job in the future to try to remove those hurdles moving forward, so that you can have some manufacturing brothers and sisters, more manufacturing brothers and sisters with you here in Johnstown. So thank you very much on behalf of the state. We appreciate your investment, and we recognize that you literally could have gone anywhere, and we hope and we trust that's going to be a great decision if you decide to stay locally. Thank you very much. Thank you.
First off, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jay pointed out many of the reasons that you have that local tie, and the fact that you trusted Johnstown and put your faith in this town to be able to locate your business. We want to make the same obligation to you, and we will do everything that we can to help your business thrive and grow. We just had a business in our industrial park celebrate 75 years this year, and we're hoping that we can do the same with Apex Supercritical in the future. Jim has also been key in getting your business and answering a lot of your questions. So, anything you'd like to add, Jim?
Yeah, Andy, again, thank you for your commitment to the village of Johnstown. And from a village standpoint, we're really excited with Andy and his company locating here. As we grow into a city here in the next few years, really important for our residents to be able to live and work in a community, not have to drive those long distances into the city as many people do. We'll have great school facilities here in a couple of years. We're working to attract more companies like Andy's. So this is a starting point for your company and a new phase of your company's future, and we appreciate your commitment to the village. Thank you.
Real quick, if you guys get a chance to, this is some renderings of the building. It's going to end up kind of right in the middle of the lot here. Just for some background information, the building is going to be a 17,000 square foot manufacturing facility. It's being built by Steve Rice from RBI Builders. Steve's back there. He's going to be grabbing a shovel here in a minute. So the building's 17,000 square feet, 5,000 office space, and 12,000 manufacturing space. To put a little bit of perspective on what we're doing from a business standpoint, we're currently operating out of a pole barn in my backyard, literally a pole barn. That's 2,000 square feet. We're going to do somewhere around $9 million this year, and one of the facts that I like to share with people is that the Apple Store generates about $4,000 per square feet. I realize it's retail versus manufacturing, but we're currently running about $3,200 per square foot. So we're pretty close to Apple Store revenue. That's the only Apple tie I've got. So 17,000 square foot, 5,000 office space, 12,000 manufacturing space. The lot that we're on is an 8-acre facility, and it's got room for us to grow. This is what we call phase 1. Our phase 2 is actually going to be a 48,000 square foot addition that's going to allow us to continue to expand not only our manufacturing capabilities, but it's also going to allow us to invest further in research and development. So we're going to have dedicated space for research and development in extraction and extraction technologies. And we're also going to have a toll processing facility where we are able to process botanical oils for purchasing, basically. So lavenders and hops and things along those lines. So that's the future plan. So hopefully we'll be having another continuing groundbreaking ceremony in about a year and a half. We're going to take a few pictures over here. You guys are welcome to stick around. Once we're done taking the pictures, our current manufacturing facility, the pole barn in my backyard, is about 10 miles down the street. Anybody who wants to come and get a quick tour of the place, and we've got a couple of cookies as well, you're more than welcome. I guess any questions about anything? Anybody?